In this video, I'll show you the steps I went through to prep and roll and tip my fiberglass hull boat with epoxy.
And can you see it?
Yep.
You need to walk around. You can walk around. And the plan is I'm going to buff this red out after, so it's shiny. It's dull now because of oxidation, and the sun is coming this way all the time because it's where it's stored. So this is the first coat of white that I put on of the Pettit, and it's now 80 degrees outside, humidity, and it's around 10 o'clock in the morning, roughly. So it's no wind right now, so I'm going to hop on this right now. And I've rough sanded this first coat down. I just wanted to try it first. I put it on, sanded first, and then put it on. And now I sanded this again, smoothed it out, and so here goes. Let me show what I'm doing. I'm going to roll the coat on here, and it has little bubbles. If you zoom in, you can see all the little bubbles across the coat. It doesn't look good at all right now, but let it soak into that roller. You don't put it on too thick, and I have not thinned this paint out. It's not been thinned out. At all. They say to thin it out with 10% mineral spirits. And I can't even find mineral spirits in California right now. Some places you can buy it, I think, online, but it's like $50 for a pint. I saw it advertised. So I'm only going to do about a foot. And then I go over with my brush just to tip out the bubbles. Kind of leaves slight lines, if you can see that. I'm not sure on the camera. It's best to do this with two people. And by the way, this is my first time doing this, in case you think I'm a hotshot pro or something. I don't think you do, but I'm just saying. Not a pro. Maybe I already picked that up, but anyway, that thing looks so shiny right now. And actually, the first coat I put on it looked super shiny. But the reason I'm redoing is I'm going to need to put on more than one coat on this, obviously. So I'm putting on a second coat on this piece here. May need to do 3 coats, I don't know, but it's best to put it on real thin so it doesn't get those waves of, when it dries it can be kind of wavy looking. I don't want waves, I want it to be smooth. I've seen hulls done with this roller, it's amazing. It looks like a brand new boat, but maybe the boat that I saw was done with a sprayer, because it looked flawless. It looked so nice. This is kind of an experiment for me. sure there's good even coverage. And the nap on this roller was a 1/4 inch, in case you're wondering.
Is that it? I gotta get up.
You can might want to add in here that I did, I cleaned after sanding, I cleaned it all down with a thinner, wiped it down, but it wasn't the mineral spirits, it was like a general quality thinner, I think they called it. I didn't use it to thin the paint, I just used it to clean the sanding and make sure the surface is clean of all particles and stuff. It's all been wiped down. Okay, I've just finished rolling and tipping out the first coat on this, and I want to show you something here. There is a bug right there, so you got to kind of, and I can see that there's little specks in it, maybe from something either in the paint. It's a little tacky, so I don't even want to touch it. It's like flypaper right now, so I want to make sure that there's at least as much wind blowing here as it's a little breezy, but this is just a few gnats up here, but this is the first coat. You can see there's a pretty good sheen on it. And it's a little bit orange peel. I wish I could get that out. I can see that it's not as glossy as the ones that were sprayed. I did a thin coat. So and you can see that there's a difference between this is the red part here. You can see that's just the first coat. So I'm going to need at least 2 coats on here. And I used 80% of the can, 20% of the can. I have 80% left. But this will be buffed out up here. Nice and dark red when I get done. And this is only one side. Why didn't you do both sides, Mike? Well, because it's 100 degrees out here, and I'm an old toot. So this is not that. This is shiny, but I did some fiberglass fixing up here, so it didn't quite match. Red is so hard to work with. That's why I'm painting it white and done with this maintenance. I'm going to enjoy the boat, not have a full-time job. So, okay. I just wanted to show you what's happening. This is like maybe a half hour after doing the roll and tip. This is what I used as a thinner for my paintbrush. General purpose thinner. I was using this orbital sander on the side of the boat. Over here, I've got this side, starboard, all sanded down with 150, and then I went back over it with 220, hand sanded with a block. Taped it off, and port side. It's a little bit on the orange peel. I sanded all that with 220 by hand on a linear direction this way. And this is the first coat. I'm going to do my second coat now. And you can see it's dulled up. Maybe you can or cannot, I don't know, in this video is very good, but okay. Don't need to do anything.
I'm not standing here for nothing.
Folks, I'm rolling and tipping. Doing about a square foot at a time. This is my second coat. And if you can see, there are a lot of bubbles. I'm using a foam roller. Of bubbles. $14 brush. Lightly getting the bubbles out. My girl Shive used to say, we paint the bubbles in, you sand them out. Beautiful diamond gloss paint won't fade for 5 years. If anybody remembers that. You can see it, the rest when I'm finished, but this is pretty much all I'm doing is I don't have this paint thinned down as well. I couldn't find anybody that carries mineral spirits. Pettit said that I needed to use mineral spirits. Well, California doesn't let you have it anymore. So I'm a little stuck. So I had to finish this job without it. Going to spray it. I can't spray it with thick paint.
Okay, I'm going to conclude this video on epoxying your boat. Hope you found it useful. I have other videos on repairing vinyl seats, doing seawater pump, oil changing on your engine, pulling out your outdrive on and off, placing your gimbal bearings. I have a special tool I made for that, save you some money. Seals in your outdrive, riser replacements for seawater, corrosion, and all that kind of good stuff. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this. I hope you found it helpful. Thanks again.